Neom, all right, and welcome back, guys. Over the last few days, we've got a bunch of changes here in Call of Duty, and we've got amazing news for the next Treyarch game coming out in 2024. We've got the new variant that was unlockable in Warzone that's actually obtainable now, and it's probably one of the best free variants we've ever seen. We're going to show that off. The snake camo that should have come out on the 30th of last month is finally in game, and you can use it. However, yes, there is a catch to come along with that. We've got Vanguard patch notes that made all the camos a lot easier to get, but once again, also a catch with that as well. And then we have awesome news for the future of Call of Duty, which I'm super excited about. This is going to be a rapid style video. We're going to go through all that information, break it down as quick as possible, that we can quickly watch this video and get right back into game. If you're new here and want to sub, I would greatly appreciate that. And on top of that, I got to give a massive thanks to everybody to like, comment, and watch this video in its entirety, because those three things massively help out my channel. Starting off with this really cool free blueprint you can get right now. It is completely unlockable. You have to do 4 different challenges from the rebirth reinforced event. You already know that if you've been watching our live stream. We did all 4 of these on different live streams if you want to watch specific guides for them. First thing is wipe 3 enemies in resurgent solos on Rebirth Island, and you get this gesture, which is pretty cool. Trade 30 weapons in the weapon trade station on Rebirth Island. Push your hold to payload for a total of 20 minutes, and then get 5 million in blood money in total on Rebirth Island. Pretty simple. The first 2 challenges you have to do in normal Rebirth Reinsurgence. Then you got to do the second one in payload, and the third one in blood money. So you do have to play 3 separate modes to do the 4 separate challenges, so it does take a little bit of time, and you still have 4 days left. It took me about around an hour to do each and every one of these challenges, and like I said, if you want to watch the live stream, that could help you out a little bit, and then you unlock this pretty sick variant. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in game, that way you know if it's worth getting yourself or not. But there's even more coming with this in the future. If we go to how does it work, you can see there's this glowing shield that we actually showed off earlier. As of right now, this is not unlockable. As soon as this becomes unlockable in Warzone, it says participation challenge or exclusive rewards. It might be in the bunker once the 40 trillion total money is collected, but I'll keep you guys informed when that does happen. But enough of that, let's go ahead and load into game and see what this variant looks like in Warzone. Ooh, all right, here it is. And actually in Warzone, we can inspect it. It's pretty sick. I also want to take this in zombies on, you know, a darker map, see how well it glows. It kind of looks like a spaceship. I do like it. Let's go ahead, switch to the diamond version. In Warzone, you can still kind of see the green areas, but it's not super noticeable. All right, heading into a darker area, yeah, you can kind of see the glow, but I think this is really going to shine in zombies. Okay, it actually looks sick in here in Vanguard zombies. Look at that. It actually looks like a super futuristic, almost like alien variant. This is definitely the best free variant we've gotten here in Vanguard. Maybe even the best we've got in Warzone before. Like completely free. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, the 4 challenges you got to do for it, but I think it's worth it. And we also comes with this gesture. This is the gesture you get for the first challenge. Dude, look at that. Like I said, this is like bundle quality stuff here. Completely free doing challenges. I want to see what it looks like with the gold camo. Okay, yeah, I love it. Golden Viper makes it look like a futuristic spaceship. Unfortunately, we can't inspect it, and you can't use the Golden Viper in Warzone, so there's no way to inspect it with the Golden Viper. But there's a quick little look at the variant to find out whether or not it's worth for you to grind it. And then it also, like I said, comes with this little gesture right here. Also pretty sick. So yeah. Let me know if you're going to grind this or if you're going to pass up this one. And now for the next thing. Yes, the snake camo is finally usable in game. If you go to Gunsmith, you go to customize, go to camouflage, go to Call of Duty League, there is the snake bite camo. This was a camo you had to watch the CDL League over a month ago to get. It was supposed to be usable on the 30th. It was bugged. Now you can see it's unlocked. However, once again, there's an issue with it. So if we put it on our weapon and we back out and we either leave the lobby or load into game, you'll notice that it removes the camo. It glitches out like that, but you can do a glitch to get the camo to save. So if we go here, go to Call of Duty League, put the snakebite camo on, what we then have to do is go to save weapon mod, and we're going to name weapon mod just anything random right here. Going to press, oh, okay, we're just going to put, god dang, apparently something we put in there was a blank space. We're going to put that. We're going to enter the name. Oh, we're going to enter the name. Okay, save modification. Now we have to load into game. Now that we're in game, go ahead, select the class. As you can see, the camo is not on the weapon, but if we go to loadout, we go to edit, click here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna apply the blueprint we made up here, the custom one that we named. And would you look at that? Now we have the snake camo on our weapon. This is what it looks like. Definitely pretty cool. This was definitely worth watching the CDL for. As for a universal camo, every time a brand new weapon comes out, you can use this while you're grinding the other camos. So I think it was worth it. Unfortunately, it's still bugged in every single game. You have to do that. Every game you load in. I've also got one for the this class here. So if we go to edit loadout, what we're going to do is we're going to put on the custom one. So now if we choose this class and spawn in with it, it should give us that MP5 2025, but every single game that you want this variant on, you are going to have to do that for. But I think it's a pretty sick camo. Hopefully that issue gets fixed relatively soon. Usually it takes about 2 weeks, so hopefully within the next 14 days you should be able to use this camo without doing the glitch. But let me know in the comments if you guys unlock this camo, if you think it was worth it, because it's not the best thing ever. Let's be honest, it isn't the best camo in the world, but for something you earned by just watching CDL for free, and you can now use it on every weapon in both Warzone. It does work in Warzone, both Warzone and Cold War. I think it's worth it. Here's the camo in Warzone, and it seems to be kind of spotty. It doesn't really fully cover the gun. It's missing a lot of areas here. It still looks kind of cool, but I definitely prefer the Vanguard version over this one. And next we're going to go over the patch notes from a few days ago. General lobby walk: weapons will no longer be misplaced when a combat shield is equipped in the secondary weapon slot. We got some changes for maps here, not super important stuff. The important thing: weapons challenges, reduced headshot and long shot requirements for several weapon challenges. What they did here is any weapon that required headshots or long shots, they cut the amount in half. You used to need to get 100 headshots and 100 long shots for the majority of the weapons in the game. Now you just have to get 50 headshots, 50 long shots. I'm not sure why they changed the headshots, because I'm pretty sure anyone who's grinded for camos, the headshots just come naturally. Like, even if you're not aiming for the head, you're going to get all 100 of those while you do everything else. The long shots, on the other hand, were the single hardest part of the camo grind besides the weapon levels. But now that they cut that in half, it's perfect, because a lot of times you get in lobbies, and the bad part about long shots, if the enemy team is not playing on the other side of the map, it's impossible. It's one of those camo challenge requirements that it doesn't matter how good you are, you cannot force the situations if the enemies aren't there. Like, you physically couldn't do it, but now they cut it in half, which is perfect. And last update, they actually made weapons level up like 20 or 30% faster, so now the weapons are going to get maxed out quicker, which was the hardest thing about it. And the second hardest thing was the long shots have now been cut in half. So Atomic, legitimately, since these last two updates, is probably 50 to 60% easier than what it was originally. So Atomic is super easy to get now. It already wasn't that hard, but now it is going to be a breeze for anyone who hasn't got it already. And then next, they changed the new SMG. There was a bug with suppressor attachments. Attachments address an exploit that allowed attachment modifiers to stack. I saw some pictures of this. People put like all the ammo mods on one weapon, and some of the weapons just looked crazy and stuff like that. The unfortunate part of this, zombies was completely left off of these patch notes. And you guys know there is a massive issue ever since season 2 started in zombies. The challenge for getting 2,000 kills with 7 attachments on a weapon, that camo challenge is just not working for some people. It's not working on a lot of weapons. So Atomic, 60% easier to get, but ever since season 2, Dark Aether has just not been unlockable for most people, and it sucks. They really didn't mention it at all in these patch notes. It's awesome they're making Atomic easier, but Dark Aether, it's something that really needs to get fixed. And unfortunately, this is Vanguard, and sometimes issues with camos and stuff can take a few months. The original bugs with the camos took 2.5 months to get fixed. So I'm just hoping by season 4 or at least season 5, the Dark Aether challenges are fixed once again, and people can go back and unlock Dark Aether, because when they add new DLC weapons, I want to be able to unlock those next season. But who knows? Just fingers crossed that gets fixed before the next game comes out. And now finally, for the last but hands down the most important thing in this video, this is going to have a direct effect on Treyarch's next game coming out in 2024. This from Charlie Intel right here. Activision Blizzard announces all US-based QA testers, quality assurance testers, will be converted to full-time employees, access to full benefits, and hourly wages increased to a minimum of $20 an hour. It's no secret, in the last year, Activision has been laying off more and more QA testers, and we've seen a direct relation to that in games with more and more bugs. Vanguard was hands down the most buggy game we've ever seen on launch. A lot of the launch issue bugs are still in Vanguard. Vanguard hasn't gotten fixed yet, and it's been 4.5 months, and there are massive issues in the game that were just broken stuff that were fixed on every other game before it launched, and that's because there just wasn't enough QA testers. The game wasn't tested properly, they didn't have enough time for it. But this is them sitting down being like, all right, we're gonna get more quality assurance testers. They're gonna be full-time employees. We're gonna make sure they're taken care of, because they've probably realized that, hey, when we don't have enough QA testers, when we're just, picking up anyone for QA testing, things like Vanguard happen. Even Cold War had a lot of bugs and issues that I think could have been massively benefited with this, and this is just now happening. So I'm not sure what kind of effect this is going to have on Modern Warfare 2. I don't know if this is going to have enough time to actually affect that game, but dude, this is probably going to have a huge effect on Treyarch's next game in 2024. hopefully it is properly tested and quality is assured, and we will hopefully have a working pause feature at launch. I feel like if this would have happened a year ago, we would have had a working pause feature in Vanguard. Vanguard has been out for 4 months. You still can't pause in the game. We're still waiting on that. And that's just one of the many bugs Vanguard has had at launch. But it looks like they're realizing, hey, this is an issue. And I am just so hopeful this makes a massive impact on just the launch date of games in the near future. Because, yeah, Vanguard was a testament that, quality assurance testers are extremely important to a game's launch and a game's continued health. Because even if the bugs get fixed shortly after launch, they just might not. Like, legitimately, Vanguard is a testament to that. Sometimes bugs just might be in the game for its entire life cycle. Even Cold War has 4 massive bugs right now. Ever since launch, you haven't been able to use any of the Diamond MP emblems and stuff. We can use like 2 of them. 2 out of the 10 are unlockable. The other 8 have just been locked since that game's launch. Still hasn't been fixed. There's the invisible zombie issue, and there's other stuff like that. So even the more developed games, hopefully this will be a huge step in the right direction, and we can expect more completely tested games on launch, at least hopefully. With that, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Definitely let me know your opinions on everything we talked about. What are you most excited about? The new variant, the new camo, the new patch notes making Atomic easier, or the fact that we might be getting better quality assurance with the newer future games on launch, so something like Vanguard does not happen again. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I want to give a massive thanks to everyone who became a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, and an extra special thanks to those who taken above and beyond and became an Unlock Plus Plus member here on YouTube. We got the GOAT Positive Expert, the most OP Gobblegum ever round robin, the 2x Trader Purple, the absolute legend Nick G, the massive Chad Noah, and the craziest story arc ever Scar.